Hi everybody, my name is Viktor Calabrò and I'm CEO and founder of Coople, the first marketplace for flexible work. My journey started a few years ago, a journey to change how the world works. So my vision is to provide tools, resources and knowledge to companies and workers who want to live a flexible life or to want to increase the efficiency of the company with flexibility. While I'm spending a lot of time in explaining companies how they can fit flexible work within their needs, today I want to spend some time in talking through why people choose to work in a flexible way. There are two different groups of people that work flexibly. The first group are people that just have no other choice. They would like to have a permanent job. They would love to be there for the rest of their life, enjoying a career, but they don't find anything. So they end up driving an Uber car, working in a temporary environment just to make some money to feed their families. Or maybe they just expect that this could be an entry point for a permanent job. The second group are people that choose to live a flexible life because they want to, or because the circumstances they are in just imposes this kind of lifestyle. Well, you guys are students. You know what I'm talking about. While you have studies in the center of your life, you want to fit a job around these studies. Or just think about mothers at home that maybe want to spend a few of their hours out there. And not even talking about money, I'm talking about just being out of home and doing something they love. This is the kind of flexibility I'm talking about. Now, what is the balance these guys are going to go through? So on one hand, we have image, career, money, maybe even social acceptance. On the other hand, we have family, friends, maybe some quiet time, maybe even life experience or adventures. On which side are you going to put your balance in? Are you going for life or more for work? Well, there are two different basic lifestyle models. One where you have work in the center of your life and the life fitting around work. That means pretty much what I'm doing right now, working a lot, and when I have some time, trying to see my friends and family. The other hand, you have this life-centric approach, where life comes first and your job fits around your life. Well, you may ask yourself, how does this look like in reality? So I have put here a slide together where I will show you on my life how I switched between being life-centric and work-centric in different phases of my life. So like all of us, I started in a life-centric environment. Being a child, enjoying the moment, just being with my parents, exploring the world, playing. And while doing that, I experienced some great moments, but as well some very defining moments that changed the way I perceived my future. So I remember one moment walking with my dad and mom and passing by a toy store. I was looking in this window and seeing all these nice toys. So I asked my dad, can we buy this? And I say, no, we don't have the money. You know, I just keep trying over and over and over again, just getting the same answer over and over again. We don't have the money. So exactly in this moment, one of these pivotal moments, I decided I want to achieve financial freedom. I want to buy all the toys I want. Yeah, I was not that old, but I had a very good vision always. So a few years later, I started school, and because I wanted to achieve financial freedom, I put a lot of work into my studies. So I had good grades, doing well at school. Suddenly I realized that putting work first meant that social life was just going down and down and down. So that was nice, but at the same time, I missed in life. So I sneaked in again into my social life. Between maybe 15 and 22, I enjoyed life. Travels, parties, all the nice stuff you can think about, I did them. But guess what? My grades at school just went down little by little. But yeah, I'm still managed. I went through school. I did achieve more or less the goals. I could have been better, but at the end, I achieved the things I wanted. But I realized that by having my focus on the life side, I will maybe not achieve my goal to have been a financial freedom. So I switched my side again into the work field and started to push. So I became a consultant, a senior consultant, a department manager. I started my first company. I started even my second company, which didn't go so well. And then now, starting the third company and really trying to achieve my goal. So you may like it or not, this is my lifestyle, but I know exactly that this is the way I'm living, being in a constant change between life and work, depending on what happens in my life. So I ask myself, is this the lifestyle everybody should go for? Well, maybe not. So I started to talk to some of my friends. And one guy, while having a few beers, told me about his life, and it looked like this. So he started in the same way, being as a child, being in a life-centric environment, then moving to school, doing the school work. But then he decided to be in a social-first environment and live his life. So what does it mean? So he went out and was looking for a job. But he didn't go for a career job. He didn't go for a job with a lot of image. He focused himself on a job that just provides the money he needs to live. And he focused on a job that gives him the flexibility to do whatever he wants, wherever he wants. So let's say a boring job, which is another big challenge. At the same time, he decided that he wants to travel the world. So he's spending 6 to 12 months in a city around the world. And I'm not talking about moving from Lucerne to Zurich. I'm talking about Tokyo, San Francisco, wherever in the world. So this guy is really exploring the world. So while he's doing his work and earning the money he needs to live, he's challenged by new languages, he's challenged to meet new friends, he's challenged to explore new cultures. I thought, this is an amazing life. So why are not more people doing that? So after a few beers, he started to explain me what the challenges are. And I started to realize that somehow this social way of thinking is a little bit broken. Why? Because while we think that the work-centric approach is okay and everything is fine, the life-centric approach has a lot of challenges. Maybe social acceptance. Think about it. If a friend of yours just comes and say, you know, I'm cleaning toilet, very nice, but sometimes I go for surf. You would think, this guy's crazy. Well, he will never achieve his goals or something like this. Or have you ever thought, why we don't trust flexible workers? You're not able to rent an apartment or buy a house if you don't have a permanent job. So there are a lot of stones in the way of a flexible worker. So that's why I choose to go for this mission and vision and to build a company that will help achieve the possibility of having a flexible lifestyle. We are trying to put away all the stones in the way of flexibility to make sure that everybody can choose between a life-centric or a work-centric approach. So there is only one thing I want you guys to take away today. Let's make sure that everybody out there is able to have the freedom to choose whatever lifestyle they want to go for. We don't want to discriminate these guys. We should give them the freedom to choose a life without limits. Thank you.